After a long wait, we have finally been presented with World of Tanks' biggest update, WoT 2.0. In this video, you will see my initial reaction to all the content that Wargaming promises, so watch the video till the end, because I will show some very interesting stuff today. And please write me in the comments what you think about all that is being said. Enjoy!
World of Tanks 2.0 is the biggest and most important update in the game's history.
Finally.
It marks the start of a new era.
Whoa. Okay. The UI looks kind of mobile gamey. It looks kind of mobile gamey, but I mean, actually it looks like Battlefield, literally. Look at the buttons here on the left. It looks like Battlefield a little bit. Okay. You know, I don't mind the interface. Like, okay, it looks simple. I like that. I like the simplicity. I don't know how the in-game UI looks. They never show that. In-game is the same. So the in-game UI stayed exactly the same. You know, I have to connect in my head the fact that they milked the player base so much in the last couple of years. And this is the end product that they give us as content, right? So I kind of think about it this way, that okay, like the garage is nice, but I don't know, I'm not a UI or UX designer. I'm not sure how long this takes to make or how much money it costs to make. But I think UI and UX is probably not the most expensive part of this update, right? Maybe there's a UI UX developer in the chat that understands this way more than I do.
Begin with the all-new garage. The new garage reflects the scale of the changes. It's spacious and richly detailed, with contrast lighting, new music, and surround sound. Here, you can feel the spirit of preparation for intense battles all around. This is where vehicles are designed, assembled, painted, and repaired. All areas are united in a single complex, creating the atmosphere of a real tank factory. The garage interface has also been updated. The top of the screen has become clearer, as the game menu list has been moved to the left and stacked vertically, just as a list should be. The vehicle's crew has been moved next to equipment, consumables, and other vehicle loadout menus, so all pre-battle preparation now happens in one place, above the vehicle panel. The vehicle panel can now be expanded by pressing the spacebar, giving you the maximum information whenever you need it. In its expanded view, you can now quickly scroll through all your vehicles and create your own custom vehicle lists.
So like War Thunder.
Just like music playlists for different moods. The familiar filters still work as before. The right side of the screen contains all the latest events, in-game activities, battle pass, daily missions, all in one place. All vehicle information is now displayed in a new window. In just a few clicks, you'll find a description of its mechanics, all its technical parameters, the module research tab, and its armor layout. The new armor tab lets you learn how to block damage effectively and where to aim to penetrate your opponent's armor.
Dude.
Here, you can find a detailed breakdown of the vehicle's armor, including its screens. Hover the cursor over any point to see the exact effective armor thickness at the selected angle. After the battle, you'll now have access to a comprehensive post-battle statistics screen. All this has made the interface more functional and better organized, while retaining the existing overall logic. The new interface and garage are an important part of World of Tanks 2.0, but they're just the beginning of the game's transition to a whole new level. That's right, Tier 11. 16 brand new vehicles at once. This is a major leap forward for the game, and an opportunity for you to discover a whole new layer of gameplay. This is an all-new picture of battle that you'll paint yourself. To get to a Tier 11 vehicle, research it for XP.
Hirschkäfer, Taschenratte. What? So they wanted to make the Leopard 120.
And purchase it for credits. That's all there is to it. 7 heavy tanks.
So that's the Taschenratte or whatever. Taschenratte means like pocket mouse, red. I mean, I understand Wargaming cannot add the Ratte, right? I mean, they literally can't add the P1000 Ratte. What is the mechanic of this tank though? I can't figure it out. It's the 2 guns next to the main gun. So I mean this one, this coaxial gun. So they better make it for the mouse as well, right? Isn't it a mouse mantlet? Okay, so... Ah, you're right. It is the secondary gun. Look, it even shows here. And it shoots twice, the secondary gun. KR1. So that's like an IS-7 with ChatGPT. That is not a real tank, right, chat? KR1. It looks nice, of course, I mean, but it looks like a mix of a T10 and an IS-7. Wasn't there a couple of MBTs that Wargaming could choose from, like real ones? I don't know, T64. And now we take a look at the Tier 11 IS-7, which has a ramming ability. I'm happy I see noises. I hope that this tank gets like a lava mechanic, you know? So if you're touching the tank, you're taking damage, man. T803. No, this is a heavy, so it has to come after the E5. MBT-70. Okay, next one. Imbattable. So this is the 50B. This I have no idea because the 50B is already very Cold War. Like, wasn't the 50B made to counteract like IS-7s and stuff? This looks completely fake. It looks very modern. Oh god, you're not telling me that they bought a can opener tier 11, dude. Nah, you're not telling me this, dude. Yeah, guys, the can opener was such a success, especially to fight against, you know. They had to bring another can opener with double tracks this time, you know. For me, this is the most painful one, man, because the can opener is a very new line, and I don't know, wasn't there like something after the Super Conk, like a chieftain variant or something to make? If the can opener should have gotten something, it should have been a fucking nerf, dude. God. BZ176. Well, it's got Akrapovic exhaust X2. Must be a quad turbo then. Look at that. All right. Okay. The Black Rock. Okay.
5 medium tanks.
Object 432U. Okay, chat, you tell me. Is this realistic? Did this exist? Did this tank exist in real life? I don't think so. It looks kind of ChatGPT, very ChatGPT. Okay, well, it looks kind of weird. This is the tier 11 Russian. 530 alpha, then you can charge it to 560. And it's 560 for like 2.7 seconds. Leopard 120, Fair Besset. So this is the Leopard 1A3. This is the only one that's real. The Leo 1 did have a real prototype, but not this. It has wrong turret. CS67 Shakal. So this is the CS63. I guess. This looks extremely fake, man. This tank, like, to me, this looks like the most fake of all the tanks. ASX XX40T. I guess this is the Batchet one. It's a medium, so it's got to be the Batchet one. Why does it look like it's something out of like 2070 or something? Like like a Warhammer tank. No, real, like a Warhammer tank. It has some kind of jetpack on the back. Maybe it's Buzz Lightyear. I don't know, dude. What is this? Hacker. The hacker is a hacker. Okay, that looks extremely ChatGPT as well. I don't want to be a hater, but like, come on, dude. Like, what is this? Wasn't there some M60 variant that they could have used with some added armor plates or something? No, seriously. Wasn't there some kind of M48 with some added armor plates? Anything, like any modernized M60 or something, you know?
3 tank destroyers.
Hirschkäfer. What does it mean, chat? German speakers. Is this real? Stag Beetle? I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed, chat. We have so many beautiful tanks. Why not bring in actually like real ones? So this is fake. So this is the Grille, whatever. But this is only 800 damage. We already have 800 damage, guys. This should be like 1300, man. But I can just play my DBV, guys, with the same reload. Okay, I don't understand this gimmick at all. It starts at 690. Okay, so longer you wait, more damage. This is 700 damage. I mean, people at tier 8 play a BZ176. They have 800 alpha. This is a tier 11 TD. Maybe it's module damage? Oh yeah, imagine. Oh dude, if it's module damage... No way. No way. STRV 107, 80 FP 230 break. Wow. Holy moly. This is my favorite one. It looks so dumb, man. This is my favorite one, dude. Just look at it. It looks so dumb. Oh, it's like it's like a box. It's so long as well. This one might be real. I would have to look for the document though. Borkenkiffer. Okay. You know what? Like, these are the most believable. The TDs are the most believable for me. Like, okay, I can understand. I can associate with this. I can also sort of associate with this. This one, definitely, because we see so many tanks like this in World of Tanks. This one looks extremely fake, though. Like, like some Roman legionnaires left some heat shields on the side of the tank.
And one light tank.
Wait, hold on. And now we get to take a look at the tier 11 German light tank. And I have another interesting thought. If there's only a singular tier 11 light tank coming, how is Wargaming going to manage this tank getting balanced against other tier 10s which do not have the same mechanic? And how is it going to get matched up with other tier 11 light tanks? Because in this case, it's going to get matched up only against itself, right? Wait, so if you blind with a light tank and you hit someone, it gets marked? You blind shot and it marks the location if you hit. So the guy shoots down a shell, it shows if you hit an enemy.
All these vehicles continue their existing tech tree branches with their own diverse playstyles. There's plenty to choose from. Each Tier 11 vehicle has its own unique mechanic. That may be an active ability that you can use at the right moment, a passive effect that works automatically, a situational bonus that activates in certain conditions.
What?
Some boost firepower, while others enhance mobility or even reconnaissance. All of them highlight each vehicle's unique playstyle. The new vehicle...
Let's slow down for a second, okay? Why do we need a gimmick for these tanks? Why cannot they just make new tanks? Alright, beautiful. Why do we need a gimmick? Why?
Feature an upgraded system exclusive to Tier 11.
Wait, what? What is this?
The new vehicles feature an upgraded system exclusive to Tier 11, replacing field modification. It lets you make each of the 16 vehicles even more effective by improving both their base characteristics and special mechanics. When your vehicle is fully upgraded, you can unlock customization elements unique to Tier 11. A stat tracker, volumetric 2D styles, and gun sleeves.
Like, this is cool. Okay, this is cool. I like customization elements. On a positive note, there's a lot of tanks to be excited about. Even if they're not real, even if they're like ChatGPT, even if they're like whatever made up. If you look at the gameplay aspect, that's good. But I would have much preferred to have tanks that actually existed, or blueprints that are made into the actual tanks. You know, it's content after all, right? I don't know about these gimmicks, man. Like, you don't need to make gimmicks for every tank. And nowadays, you know, like, I don't know, you guys saw this German tank with the rocket boosters. The rocket boosters were exclusive to the Chinese tanks, right? If you wanted to play rocket boosted tanks, you just went to play Chinese tanks. And if you wanted to have like a gimmick like this, you had a certain nation for that, and now everything is getting everything like double guns. Why is the Leo one so fun? It's so simple. Why is the Ghillied Up fun? Why is the IS-7 fun? They have no gimmicks. They have no stupid abilities like this. You know, sometimes less is more.
And to get all this, all you need to do is play. Play at the new tier.
I don't know why Wargaming thinks that they have to give like these new tanks gimmicks. Like they don't have to give these new tanks gimmicks, all of them. It's possible to make tanks without gimmicks fun. Why is the Leopard one fun? Why is the E5 fun? Why was the 6 TP fun? Why, you know, like, why is the E100 fun? They don't have any gimmicks. In fact, the most fun tanks in this game, for me, are the ones without gimmicks. Not the rocket boosted tanks, not the double gun tanks, not the tanks that have like storage ratio mechanics, like the polished TDs, you know? Personally speaking, I don't like the way, and I was really excited for this video. Heading more and more into arcade, like, I appreciate, when I started playing this game, I appreciated the historical tanks, right? Okay, not Waffle E100, but like, okay, I have a genuine question, because I'm not so knowledgeable in this field. Do you think it would have been possible to put real tanks as tier 11s? Maybe not 16, but a good portion, a good ratio, like an MBT after IS-7, like a T-64 or T-72 prototype, something, I don't know. Historical accuracy of WoT tech tree. Oh damn, this is very well done. This is very well done. Complete Wargaming fiction, the black one. Wonder what it says about the can opener tanks. I like it. I like it, bro. I like complete Wargaming fiction. What about the Chinese tanks? I like it, bro. I like all of them are black, dude. Complete Wargaming fiction. Yongbing. Oh, wow. The Yongbing is a fictional tank? No way, man. There's no way the Yongbing is fictional, bro. Are you sure about that? Poland. Oh my god. Bliskavica.
Update 2.0 aims to prove gameplay in all areas. And the big
I think adding tier 11s with gimmicks is definitely not improving gameplay, man. And these tanks will meet like tier 9 and tier 10.
rebalance is a crucial part of this. It was broad and systematic, taking into account the introduction of tier 11. Changes have been made to almost the entire vehicle roster. This is a complex package of adjustments that, together, will enhance the experience for every player. First, stock vehicle configurations have been significantly improved. This smooths out the dips in their combat potential as you progress through tech tree branch research. The top configuration will remain the strongest, but vehicles will now feel more comfortable to play right out of the box. Second, the module system has been simplified. All radio modules apart from the top ones have been removed, while suspension no longer affects load capacity. No more restrictions on modules and equipment for stock configurations. This applies to all researchable vehicles in the game. On top of that, targeted improvements have been made to hundreds of vehicles across multiple tiers. Researchable light tanks have gained more hit points.
The rebalance is cool. Light tanks reinvented. More HP without losing stealth or speed. Wait, so that's a global buff to light tanks. Light tanks now survive longer and rack up assisted damage like never before. Scout, spot, and stay in the fight. So, but that's kind of weird because light tanks are supposed to be squishy and not have any HP, and that's why, I mean, especially with the CVS around, light tanks are already pretty much meta. I mean, if they want to reinvent light tanks, I recommend nerfing the even 90, or giving the even 90 its own matchmaking, or buffing all the other tier 10 lights to be up to standards with a Manticore. I think light tanks are in a good position other than that. That I don't understand. Like, why light tanks get more HP? Again, I think light tanks are not in a bad position. If they want to reinvent light tanks, as they said on the website, they have to rework the even 90, or readjust tanks around the even 90 at tier 8, and rework and readjust tanks around tier 10 to be able to face the Manticore. But I think tier 10 is in a lot better place than tier 8, because the even 90, like when you get meshed up against an even 90, you get completely outfaced. There's no chance. And now EBR is gonna have even more HP, so even more unkillable. EBR already has a really good gun. It can scout, it can run around like a poison rat and be annoying for the whole battle. Right here's the EBR. Gets a little plus thing, right? Why do light tanks need more HP? This is what I don't understand, like.
A number of premium tanks have been improved.
Yay! FCM! Okay, that's the CS52C, that's the moods, that's the other moods, 3 moods. That's the FCM is good, that's the WZ114, the WZ111 Alpine Tiger, then you have the WZ111 regular, then you have the T54 Heavy, 590, yes.
Underperforming tier 10s have been buffed, including the Type 5 Heavy and much more.
Opa!
All this will improve your experience as you progress through.
Wait, they buffed the VZ? Why? They buffed this VZ?
And much more.
Why would they buff that VZ? That's already OP.
Many underperforming
Tesak, finally. 140 doesn't need a buff.
Tier 10
121 doesn't need a buff.
have been buffed.
Oh god, please no.
Including
They buffed the single shooter.
the Type 5 Heavy and much more.
I don't understand why the 121 is underperforming though. I mean, the Type 5 Tesak fully respect it and reinforce the decision. But why the 1-to-1 needs a buff, man, with already 4k DPM, 440 alpha, lots of HP, lots of mobility, decent armor? I'm curious how they're gonna buff the Type 5 though. Because if they give the Type 5 more armor, it's gonna be very, very toxic. If they give it a better gun, it's gonna be way better. I think the only way they can buff the Type 5 to not be toxic is give it either more HP or give it a better gun, or both.
All this will improve your experience as you progress through any tech tree branch. The big rebalance will improve the quality of battles, especially in tandem with the new matchmaker.
Okay, this is the most important part of the video, chat.
The matchmaker is essential for a comfortable gaming experience. To make it smarter and more flexible, we've almost completely rewritten its core, its very foundation. So now, battles now feature the most varied possible vehicle lineups, even when there are a lot of similar vehicles in the queue. Teams are more often built with a one-tier difference. Vehicle roles are taken into account. For
Yay!
example, the matchmaker will
Finally, dude. Thank you.
put a Badger against a T110E3, not against a Grill 15.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Teams are limited to 3 light tanks and 5
Still too much. 3 lights is still too much. 2 should be the max. To be honest, in this whole update, I'm most excited about tier 11 and the matchmaker. I think 3 light tanks at tier 10 is very toxic still. Like, the maps are too small for 3 light tanks in my opinion. There's not enough flanks, there's not enough positions to go to with 3 lights. And the 3 lights are competing against each other, which is again generating another layer of toxicity against one another, because there's only a couple of key bushes on every single map from every single side. So those bushes are always being contested by the same lights, right? And if there's 3 of them, well, that's very, very toxic. I mean, I understand they don't want to make it 2 because the matchmaker will take way too long to find a battle. But I think 2 would be the sweet spot. The best way would be is to try and propel more heavy tanks into the games artificially, which would be like top of the tree events, some kind of like motivation for people to play more heavy tanks, right? Because the biggest problem with the matchmaker, and that's why we see like 10 TDs and like 10 lights and 10 RTs, because there's not enough heavies. A lot of tier 10 games, you have like 2 heavies. Sometimes 1 heavy per side. That's very, very bad. People play too much TDs. Because TD gameplay is like, it's the easiest. Like, you just sit here and you just boom eternally on tanks that get spotted.
5 tank destroyers
5 TDs is still too much. Should be like 4.
each.
But way better than before.
And most importantly, the matchmaker now adapts better. It reacts to the number of players in the queue and the distribution of vehicle types and even roles, and finds the best compromise between reducing wait times and assembling the 2 most balanced teams, with the latter always taking priority.
The world is on the brink of great changes. And their source is a tiny island called Nordscar. Your mission is to land there and infiltrate a secret base. Gather intel on a new weapon and stop the launch of a satellite carrying data. If leaked, it could change everything.
The satellite is carrying all the brain cells we lost, guys, playing this game. Whoever gets it back will be the biggest gigachad in the history of World of Tanks, man.
Operation Boiling Point is a single
Boiling point.
player story mission that introduces you to a brand new
Boiling.
location, Nordscar. Fierce resistance from new Tier 11 tanks awaits you.
So we're gonna play against ChatGPT, chat. ChatGPT is gonna be the main boss.
During the mission, you'll have the chance to capture the newest vehicles yourself. 3 different tanks will help you to adapt to what's happening on the battlefield.
Is this what I expected from the September update? I didn't expect anything, to be honest with you. I mean, to be honest, we are 9 minutes in. I didn't finish the video yet. Okay, the UI is, you know, it's okay. I mean, the UI, in my opinion, is the smallest thing. Tier 11, you know, I was expecting tier 11, but not in the way with all these gimmicks. I think all these gimmicks and all these unhistorical tanks and all these ChatGPT tanks, like I would have rather seen like I don't know, man, some actual real tank, you know, like a Cold War tank that's actually real instead of these ChatGPT made up tanks. Much rather like this Taschenratte or whatever it's called, like, and then they have these gimmicks with all these like machine gun and like alpha changes, and it's gonna be just more random, right? It would have been completely fine if the tanks are historical. They are made in a way that they're fun. Of course, they're not completely overpowered, but we don't need these new gimmicks. It's too much, you know. The rebalance is nice. The matchmaker is we will see how it works in practice, and
Switch up your tactics and vehicles. Utilize new abilities. Call in air support.
those PvE.
And use all means at your disposal to stop the inevitable. The secrets of Nordscar Island will lead you to Sector 3, the third personal missions campaign. An all-new challenge for your skills that's drastically different from the two previous campaigns, with new conditions and worthy rewards.
Okay, I feel like this game has completely headed into the arcade direction. I prefer the historical tanks kind of thing. I mean, if I want ChatGPT tanks, I can just go play GTA 5 or something. Like, I don't know. I really like the historical tanks, you know. They don't have to be like historically accurate with exact data like War Thunder. I would really appreciate like actual, like, you know, Leo 1A3, whatever. That's fine. I guess that French tank does have some exist, but like a Taschenratte or some. And then this, like, why not just make like a Cold War mission or something, like, you know? Yeah, like Project CW, exactly, thank you.
The campaign consists of 3 operations, each of which is divided into 3 series of missions: Vanguard, Ambush, Assistance. Each series is completed in vehicles of corresponding roles. No missions are restricted by vehicle type or nation. Just 3 general groups by role. The mission conditions may not be easy, but they're all achievable.
This is fun until it says block 6000 HP of damage while your vehicle is stationary, or cause 10,000 damage to enemy vehicles. That's where we call the paid actors in from eBay, right? Where's the Hungarian text tree, Wargaming? You know, I wouldn't mind ChatGPT text if it was a Hungarian tier 10 or something, huh? Hey, the Polish line is full ChatGPT. CS63, the Bliskavica. I mean, the personal missions code is in the game, right? Like, they didn't have to come up with that brand new. Unless it's some spaghetti code stuff that we don't know about. But the personal missions, I mean, that can be done in a day. To write what missions you need to do, right? You have to design 3 tanks. You have to make the model for those tanks, and that's it. But you're only looking negative at the moment. No, dude, I'm honest. Sorry, man. I'm honest, dude. I did say I like the rebalance. I did say I like the matchmaker, but we have to see how that works in practice, right? I like those 2 things.
You can fill it not just through the main series missions, but also through daily and weekly ones, at any ratio at your own discretion. This means you're always moving toward your goal, even if you're stuck on a tough series mission. After you complete...
So you get to wait, what? You get to complete all of them at the same... What? Oh, wait.
This means you're always moving toward your goal, even if you're stuck on a tough series mission.
So you can just grind it, basically.
After you complete your first operation, the Tier 8 Windhun tank destroyer will appear in your garage. Awaiting you in the second operation is the Tier 10 VZ-60S Dravitz heavy tank. Finally, when you complete the third operation, you'll get the rarest and probably the most coveted that really makes it worth the effort. But no matter how outstanding the Blackrock might be, first and foremost, it's a symbol. Cold, hard proof that you're damn good. The island where the Sector 3 story begins isn't just the setting for a solo mission. It's also a full-fledged random battles map. Nordscar is a new battlefield that will transport you to a Norwegian island turned secret base. The launch pad and design workshops create cover and key positions on 2 different floors.
But it had a different layout. Like this centerpiece hangar was definitely on that map, because I remember that 100%. And it was called Airship Yard. I don't know about the rest of the map because I don't remember. Okay, I mean, again, call me negative, but I expected like 10 maps, dude, not one. Guys, you're always so negative. I don't want to watch you anymore, but I expected, man. I mean, after like DBV event, after 100,000 Waffle E-Honda Gold event, after Braunfalte, after all these loot box events, man, I expected at least more than one map, dude. Or at least reworking some of the old ones. I mean, I understand that it's a work in progress. Probably they are doing it, but that money doesn't magically create more developers start producing more to deliver free map, 16 tanks, MM and all features coming in September and later. But it should. I mean, cannot you hire people that actually get paid well for producing content? I mean, map design. I mean, cannot you outsource map design to some other company? You give them the layout, which you actually have lots of layouts for the maps that they removed. You have all the layouts of those, the maps that actually worked. And cannot you just outsource it to a company to design those and put them in the game? I mean, I don't think that's impossible to do. I mean, this map looks pretty complex. I don't know how this map will work for light tanks though. Like, I don't imagine it's gonna be a very good map for lights. This part, at least, was in the map called Airship Yard. That was a recon mission map. I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. This one, yeah, it was a winter map, look. Yeah, look, right there. This is 2021, so 4 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, this map looks better, in my opinion. It looks way more World of Tanks. Let's just say that. It looks way more World of Tanks. In my opinion. Way more classical World of Tanks. Way more tank combat. Yeah, I'm worried about tier 10 loot box tanks already. Premium tanks. I am very worried. I don't know. Overall, and again, I'm just honest. I expected way more like historical tier 11s. The rebalance is nice. The matchmaker is nice. The PvE mission is cool. The personal missions is something that you can design that in. I mean, it doesn't take 2 years. The new map, we saw it before, at least parts of it. Armor flashlight, something we didn't need. Sounds cool. Random events, meh. I would have liked to have new maps and way more historical tier 11s. Again, I'm happy about the potential content we can make with all the tier 11 because there's just too many corridors, there's no open spell. I mean, you have bushes, I guess. WoT has become more fantasy than it was when it first came out, and Wargaming's claim was sticking to the true tanks of real historical battles and tanks. Well, when I started playing the game in 2013, was it? The game looked pretty historical back then. Almost all the tanks had historical roots, way more historical, yeah, way less gimmick. But I mean, that's something that they chose as a direction for the game. They wanted to keep it more arcadey. The new update is kind of like that with all the gimmicks of the tier 11 tanks. I mean, it's a direction they chose. It's a direction that many people will like and a lot will dislike as well.
In the center of the map, you'll have plenty of space to pick up speed.
Okay, hate me for this, but why does the game look like... You know what I mean? Like, and this is what I was talking with one of my friends. Like, back in the day, like, maps used to, like, look like actual battlefield. Looks realistic for you. This looks realistic for you.
Pad has both enough space for
This looks realistic for you, bro. Okay.
maneuverable combat and terrain with cover.
And maybe
its underground part also provides opportunities for flanking and sudden strikes.
Maybe in Star Trek.
Explore this new map and its unique atmosphere. Find your own ways to victory on Nordscar. Another game mechanic improvement is the updated armor penetration indicator.
Oh god. Oh god, please. No.
Pressing the Y button lets you highlight the armor not only at the aiming.
Oh god, no. No.
It activates with a slight delay after you stop and start aiming.
Bro.
The highlighting works only in sniper mode, within a small radius inside the aiming circle, and at a distance of up to 300 meters.
But I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm always honest. I hate this feature, for example. I think this feature is something that we didn't need at all. Like, did we need this in the game? We already have penetration indicator that shows like the effective value of the armor based on the color, which is extremely simple. I mean, of course it's gonna be a useful feature, but I don't think it's something that we definitely needed in the game. I think the game is already very arcadey when it comes to penetration markers. Try and play War Thunder realistic, dude. You know how much I suffered, and then I learned. And then Chad showed me, oh, you know, you having problems playing the Tiger 1? Oh, you just have to shoot it here, and it will ammo rack every single time, man. And that's it. But this just, you know, like if this was like a tier 5 feature or whatever, okay, sure. If there was like a new game mode for like new players that taught them how to play the game, I would understand.
Sound is another important part of the game. It deepens immersion and provides additional information about what's happening around you. we've diversified our audio using real tank sounds. With new engine and track effects, vehicles now sound different. More importantly, realistic. All the audio was recorded using real combat vehicles at the Tank Museum in Bovington. Tank collisions now sound richer and more believable.
Did he just say more believable?
While destruction sounds vary depending on object
More-
size and
more
materials. Update 2.0
I don't know, chat, but it would have been smart, first of all, from the guy that edited the video to cut out the music when showcasing sound, but what do I know?
Update 2.0 brings random events to 4 more maps.
Oh god.
Fjords now has a bunker with a passage, and an airstrike opens its doors to everyone.
Why? Wait. Hold on. What?
Passage, and an airstrike opens its doors to everyone. Ensk region features periodically passing trains that create dynamic cover for moving forward or changing position.
Bro got killed anyway.
On Redshire, a downed airship can crash at any moment. Its wreckage forms a chain of cover between the center and the castle. And in the southern part of Paris, the bridge was spoiling the entire view from the window.
Like, we get one map, but 16 new tier 11 ChatGPT tanks, man. I mean...
So its debris creates new cover for aggressive play.
I'd rather have 16 new maps and 3 tier 11s, and tier 11s getting added patch by patch every couple of weeks or months. What do you think, chat? That's my opinion. I would prefer much more new maps, and I mean, this, you know, personal missions are cool. Matchmaker is very cool, but we have to see how it works in practice, because we've seen already a lot of matchmaking adjustments and nothing was, well, it will never be perfect, obviously. The rebalance is nice, but this armor flashlight, come on, dude. They make random events, okay, whatever, it's very cool, but we need new maps, not random events, dude.
Tier 11. The rebalance and matchmaker, the improved interface, personal missions, and much more. All this is our new era. This is World of Tanks 2.0.
So, what do I think overall about the 2.0 update? Well, first of all, I think it is kind of a mistake to name it 2.0, because to me it feels like we are just being given the update that we should have gotten in smaller portions over the last couple of years and months. I was low-key expecting an engine update to make the game more colorful, more beautiful, more realistic, basically more fluid as well. I was also expecting some kind of RNG, like increase, decrease, just like we saw on the Leicester server. I am very much looking forward to the matchmaker. I'm very much looking forward to the new tier 11 tanks in terms of content. I'm a little bit disappointed, as I said, about the fact that they're not very realistic and most of them are just completely made up. Well, almost all of them are completely made up. And I would have been very happy if they actually were like existing tanks that existed in real life. They don't have to have like fully right characteristics and everything. It would have been a really good flavor for the game. I am looking forward to testing and playing with all of these new features. This was just my reaction to the initial video that Wargaming has uploaded to the YouTube channel. So there's much more to be discovered here and talked about. Many more issues, questions, and problems arise that we will discuss in detail on this channel. And also, I am quite disappointed by the lack of new maps. We got one new map again in like, well, the last 2 years basically. One new map. And Wargaming keeps adding these 3D events and whatever. Fine, but why cannot we have more new maps? That is the big question here. And the vehicle rebalance is still yet to be seen whether it works or not. A lot of times Wargaming releases tanks that are completely busted, completely broken, completely OP, or on the other hand, very weak. So that is yet to be seen, how that works, and so is the matchmaking, as I said. But overall, I'm looking forward to this update, and I will definitely create content around it, and let's see what's gonna come in the next few days. Thank you so much for watching.